Well, as usual, the eyes of the mixed martial arts world are fixed upon Paddy Pimblett when he competes. And anytime you're able to win when you're not at your best, as was the case in his win over Jared Gordon, that's a feather in your cap. Pimblett back on the horse tonight.
Win. Ultimately, that's what it's all about. And Paddy Pimblett gets the job done. But listen to this arena. Listen to the reaction that people give this young man when he steps from behind the curtain. This guy is a star. He has that star quality about him. But not only does he have that, he can fight. And ultimately, it's about winning fights. Paddy Pimblett does that in spades.
There are so many components to this Paddy Pimblett package, the accent, the persona. But this is a very talented mixed martial artist out to prove as much yet again tonight. All right, so here's the world beater, Khamzat Chimaev, wicked relevant in 2 divisions. Every time he sees you, he tries to take you down. Gotta think he's gonna try to wrestle here tonight.
That's exactly what he does, right? He wants to impose himself on his opponents. He wants to show his dominance when he's inside the octagon, whether it's on the ground in the grappling, as we saw in Kevin Holland, or whether it's him striking, as we have seen in the beginning of his UFC career. He has all the skills, but it's the mindset of Khamzat Chimaev that separates him from most fighters in both weight classes that he competes in.
And with respect to Conor McGregor and everybody else, I'm not sure that any athlete has ever taken this sport by storm quite the way Chimaev did back in 2020. Let's see how he fares in another big spot tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now to get us started, the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, Herb Dean, third man in the octagon for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, Khamzat Chimaev is back as this round gets underway. Undefeated fighter who has officially taken this sport by storm. His fight against Gilbert Burns back in UFC 273 probably is going to end up in the Hall of Fame. But Khamzat didn't want to talk about that this week at all. He wants a quick night at the office. He wants to get a finish and actually said he believes it's going to materialize on the feet and not the ground. We shall see. Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film on this.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixed. Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
That's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position.
Look at that. Recognize he's about to lose position.
Chimaev's looking for that arm triangle now. Ooh, this could be it. That thing is tight.
That arm triangle is deep. Oh, now he's in trouble.
That's tight. Oh, he got out.
He actually bridged, got his hips up in the air, used his momentum to take him back towards his opponent's feet, chest down to the mat to get out of that deep submission attempt.
Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. Strong work from the top here by Chimaev. Really good job to land these strikes from top position. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Another ground and pound strike lands. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transitions.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Pimblett. All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Khamzat Chimaev.
That was nice.
All right, right into side control. Upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent to turn back into him. He should chase guillotine, but the opponent turns to the opposite side. He can take his back, throw his hooks in, try to choke, or flatten him out and just go for the finish.
Good work from the top here by Chimaev. Round 2 straight ahead.
Take a seat. Relax. Take a drink of water and listen. I want you to set those kicks up a little bit better.
All right, let's get you some pictures from that previous round, DC. A lot of good work with the ground and pound strike.
Yeah, he was able to control posture, get himself postured up, land big ground and pound as he ended the round. What a great finish to a fantastic round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round 2 underway. Oh, how good is that jab by Khamzat Chimaev? Huge connection going there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
Now he pulls guard right into a triangle here.
See, he pulled guard, and he's now attempting a triangle choke, which is absolutely insane. Changing the position.
Pimblett ground and pound from half guard.
Oh, nice right hand by the chin, yeah.
All right, north-south position. Now we'll see who transitions first. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Pimblett's right back to the full mount here.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, John, and then he just gets up. There it is, now he's going to mouth.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
This is a terrible position.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round 2. Chimaev's in half guard. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Pimblett's back in half guard. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
Yep, and he's got him secured in a half guard now.
All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Chimaev's back into full guard. Good, solid strike on the ground. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through.
He passed the half guard.
All right, feet on the hips here. Well, he's on his back, but he's landing. All right, round 3 coming up next.
right, buddy, take a seat. That was awesome. Everything you're doing is great. You really found your rhythm and your distance there. I want you to do more of the same. His hands are getting low, so let's look for you.
Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through it.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? You ready? Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Beautiful reaction by him there, DC. Caught the kick and immediately countered with a perfectly timed takedown.
I mean, John, when you can have a reactionary takedown, it's usually the easiest one because you don't have to go and find the takedown. You just see something, you counter and react on it, and it makes the takedown much easier.
All right, close guard now. Got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Right back.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's going Kimura now.
Oh, he's got the Kimura position locked in now. Oh, so now he bails on the submission.
He bailed, and rightfully so. You keep the dominant position. Great job. Very smart fighter we got there. Now into his mount.
Under 3 minutes now to go in round 3.
You need to work. I'll stand this up. Let's work.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Chimaev. Pimblett's eye is closing up. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position.
Referee took a look at the ringside position after yet another blow hit right on that previously targeted spot. Nicely done. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. How about this fight, folks? You see, he was nearly caught in a submission there right at the end of the round. Saved by the bell. So back to the stool. Mentally, probably not in a great place here. We'll see if he can recover and get himself back into this fight. Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
Ready.
Fourth round now. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, fourth round is now underway as we get to the championship round. Oh! Ooh, diving punch lands. Oh, another heavy shot gets through. Man, look how flexible those legs are. He's got him in rubber guard. I don't think I can do that much.
I mean, John, don't sell yourself short. You just might be able to do it. But if you do, John, you're doing it with the idea that you're slowing everything down as a defensive fighter. There are submissions, right? There are submissions, but they're very rare submissions that we don't see used very often in the UFC. Trying to recover full guard there.
strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by Pimblett.
Oh, he passes the half guard now, and he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
We march on, 3 minutes to go.
Let's work.
Chimaev's right back to the full mount.
In the half guard. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position. That was a slick transition.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Chimaev. Oh, just a merciless approach here on the ground, continuing to target that cut.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Pimblett getting work from the top here. These ground and pound strikes very effective. Let's see if he tries to work his way back to his feet. 45 seconds remain in the round. The ground strikes continue to pile up. Chimaev's back in full mount. Pimblett's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time. I'm not so sure they're not going to step in, Daniel, and stop this fight right now. Hard to be a one-eyed fighter in a mixed martial arts setting. All right, the fighters head back to the stools, and certainly it's a tale of two corners. One man can barely see out of one of his eyes, and if the doctor sees that visual, he might call an end to the action. All right, well, 1 minute of end swell can only do so much. Let us look back at some of the damaging strikes in that previous round.
It doesn't seem like it's going to do much, and if it does, he can't take any more of these shots. He was too stationary. He took everything square on the target. He's got to move his head, and he's got to be proactive instead of reactive in terms of his defenses.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, fifth and final round.
He's hurting bad here.
Back to the feet. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. That shot blocked by Khamzat Chimaev. All right, so there's the takedown game on display, all set up, though, by the hands this time.
It has to be set up. You cannot just take blind takedown. You can't shoot. You got to set your opponent up. You did that beautifully.
All right, pausing the action here. The referee never wants to be the story, but given the swelling around that eye, doctor had to be called for here, champ.
Well, he's having a very difficult time picking up the opponent, seeing where his opponent is, and he's getting tagged. He's getting pieced up.
All right, we'll see if the doctor allows the fight to continue. It looks as though he will. Crowd loves it when the doctor lets the fight continue, don't they?
I love it. I love it when he lets it continue, especially when you have a fight that has been as fun as this one to this point.
All right, so the ringside position has made his way back to his seat. The referee gets the action back underway. The fans are excited this fight's going to continue.
Absolutely, and I'm just as excited myself. I want to see these guys compete. I want to see who wins. I don't want it to stop because of a cut. I want to see the best fighter get their hand raised at the end of the night. Luckily, we get to try to do that.
All right, late in the fight now, DC, the submission specialist clearly is going to be on the wrong end of the scorecards if we get it.
You got to get going. It does not matter if you get reversed or stop. It does not matter if you get the guard pass. You got to just start throwing up submissions and hope by causing... Oh, guillotine here. Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, he is out. How good is that?
That is phenomenal submission defense by this young man.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Well, you don't blame him for continuing to badger that cut. Things are getting bloody, champ.
Yeah, you got to be careful now because as it bleeds, you got to worry about the blood going into the eye. Now it's time to start being on high alert. Nice defense. Oh, nice. He is in a lot of danger now. His opponent has beaten him. He's battered him. And now he is wearing it. There's a ton of blood on his face.
1 minute to decide this one. Chimaev's in half guard.
Side control is pretty safe there.
Chimaev's back in side control.
Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
All right, close guard now. Chimaev's back in half guard.
Great defense by this fighter.
All right, so the championship fight goes the distance as we get to some highlights here, and I do believe the champion will walk out the way he came in as the undisputed best in the world.
He is one of the most talented mixed martial artists we have ever seen in the UFC's octagon. He takes every challenge head on, and tonight he got pushed, but I think he did just enough to maintain his title.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 50-45, 49-45, and 50-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Khamzat Chimaev.
All right, so the Chechen Swede, Khamzat Chimaev, your winner by decision. You heard it there from Bruce Buffer. More often than not, he doesn't need to hear those judges' scorecards, but a clean effort nonetheless from Chimaev tonight.
Yeah, but in these decisions, we get to see him longer. We get to see the improvements and the advancements, and it starts to make you wonder who has something for Khamzat, who can beat Khamzat